Hi guys, this is Imran. I'm going to show you how to use this free LAN hard disk data erasing data wiping system on the network. So this system allows you to wipe unlimited number of hard drives on the network and unlimited number of the workstations. So let's begin. I will show you how exactly it works. So if you go to SourceForge, there are files here. You can see this file here, which is ndw server.iso, and it's approximately 1.3 gigabit. You download this file, burn it on a DVD, and you boot your server from this DVD. Once you boot the server, follow the instructions which are shown here in wiki. So here, this is the diagram how exactly the system look like. We have one switch, one data wiping server, and we have multiple clients, and each client may have number of hard drives. So here it shows you the minimum system requirement server. Follow these instructions, install the software. Once you have installed the software, let me show you how exactly it will look like. So here is the setup. This system here, this one here, is the server. Then we have a network switch, and then we have a workstation. So I will demonstrate you this system as a server. So I will install that software onto this server, and this system here, we will use this system as a workstation to show you how the automated wiping over the network will work. And in the second part of the video, I'll show you how to wipe multiple hard drives, multiple workstations simultaneously or concurrently. So right now I have only one monitor, so I will be switching the monitors between the server and the workstations to show you how exactly it will look like. So I'm going to remove the cable from the workstation, and I'm going to connect to the server. Okay, it's connected now. So I'm going to switch on the server. The software has already been installed to save the time. I have already installed the software. Otherwise it was going to take a very long time. As you can see, the server is booting up. Okay, the keyboard is not connected, so I am going to connect the keyboard, and that's where I'm connecting the keyboard. Once the keyboard is connected, I'm going to press F1 key, press F1 to continue. Okay, the key is pushed. You can see these messages appearing on the screen. This is pretty normal, that's how it should be. Okay, you can see the bar at the bottom is loading the operating system. It may take a few minutes to load the operating system. Okay, so while the operating system is loading on the server, I just wanted to show you, we have a switch here. So one network cable, which is red cable here, you can see this one is connected to the server, and then this yellow cable, I have connected this cable to the workstation over here, and this cable here, the gray cable. Sorry about my children are crying, so they're just making noises. Okay, so this cable here is connected to my laptop. I'm using my laptop as a management console. So I'll show you how to configure your laptop. So here we have the operating system up and running. This is the screen you will see. You don't need to know the login name. this is pretty normal. So when you see this screen, that means the server has been installed and it is up and running successfully. So the next step would be to switch on the workstation. Make sure your workstation is connected to the network. I'm going to switch on the workstation. Before I switch it on, I'm going to connect a USB keyboard just in case if I need to boot it from the network. So I've already configured the workstation to boot from the network, so it's not going to boot from the hard drive. Okay, it's connected. I'm going to switch it on. Oh, sorry, before I switch it on, I need to connect the monitor. So let me connect the monitor now. You can see I'm connecting the monitor. It's connected. It's time to switch on the workstation. Okay, before I switch on the workstation, I need to configure my my laptop or my the management console. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure the IP address as shown in the wiki. As you can see here, this is the management PC IP address is 192.168.1.10. So I'm going to do exactly the same as explained in the guide. So go into the network, your local area, the RJ45 connection, the local area connection. Configure the IP address, which is properties, and then go down and configure the IP, which is this. So I've already configured the IP, which is 192.168.1.10. 255.255.255 is the subnet, and I'm gonna click OK and come out of it. So that's already connected. Now I'm gonna access the management console through the web browser. So I'm gonna type in the server address, which is, just give me 1 second, let me connect the keyboard. Okay, so the management address is 192.168.1.253, and there you go. So we need to start a new job. So we need to start a new wiping job, data wiping job. So in order to do that, we have to click on Start Network Wiping, which is here. So we have customer information and reference number. So this is the customer ID. Let's say my customer name is Jung. Jung is a customer, and I can call it Jung001 or something like that. Then the customer reference number could be anything like J009. This is just to identify the customer or the wiping job related to the customer. So coming down, we have our reference number. So this could be, you know, anything. So coming down, we have, okay, I'm gonna call it as Jung. So coming down, we have comments. You can type any comments, good customer, bad customer, or whatever. So let's say good customer. So here you need to select the data destruction method, which method you want to use. So we have plenty of methods here, and these are approved by the government, various governments and various defense organizations. So I'm going to choose the one which is quickest, the first one. That's going to write zeros across the spindle, and that will render all the data unusable or unrecoverable. So verification, do you want to verify the data destruction? Default is off, but if you want to choose, you can choose all, or you can choose the last pass, which can take a significant. Okay, sorry guys, the last video I was recording, it was cut off for some reason. So the verification data type, you can choose, sorry about that. So you can choose the verification, which is default is off. If you choose this, there's two options. Last, if you want to verify just the last pass, or you can verify all passes, which can take significant amount of time. And the rounds means you can wipe your hard drives. How many times you want to wipe your hard drives? 1 time, 2 times. The minimum is 1 time, and the maximum is 300 times. Trust me, if you choose 300 times, it's going to take a significant amount of time, probably months or weeks, to wipe one hard drive. So I recommend you choose 1. 1 is more than enough to wipe the hard drive, and you cannot recover the data once you have done with the 1 round. So I'm going to save this information. Once it's saved, you can start the network wiping. So coming back to the server and the workstations. So here, what you need to do, the server was already up and running. We have connected the monitor to the workstation. Workstation network cable is already connected. So we are in a good shape to start. So I'm going to press the power button. The power button is pressed. I'm going to connect the keyboard. You can see on the screen. And I'm going to boot this one. As you can see, there is a boot menu. You can choose the boot it from the network. But this system in particular is already configured to boot from the network. So it's going to go right into, well, it looks like the cable is not connected properly. I'm going to connect the cable, network cable. As you can see, this is trying to boot from the network, and it is booting from the network. You can see it's got an IP address from the server, which is 192.168.1.12, and it's loading the virtual machine, which is imran.img. Okay guys, so it's doing all these things. You don't have to worry if you see any error messages. This part takes a little bit time, which is ETH0 link becomes ready. It may take 1 or 2 minutes to become ready, but this process is all automated. You don't have to do anything. So wait for a few minutes and see what happens next. Okay, we're just waiting for the ETH0, the Ethernet network interface to become available. Once that is available, it will mount the operating system through the network. Still waiting for that. Sorry guys, I'm not using a tripod, so my hands are shaking while I'm making this video. Okay, it's just doing pre boot configuration, so it will go and do all these kind of things, so, such as bringing the interface up, loopback interfaces, and configuring the logging and all that kind of things. So once that is done, the actual data wiping will begin. So guys, this is all automated. All you have to do is just press the power button on the workstation. You can see here, this is a warning. So this is to let you know. So this is a description of the warning that if you continue, your data will be lost and all the hard drives present in the system will be destroyed. I mean, the data will be destroyed on the hard drives. So if you don't want to continue, you can switch off your system. If you want to continue, then you simply let the system run. So this is my name and my number, and you can see the wiping has already started.